Hello everybody and welcome to Hunter Call of the Wild. I'm just going to do a playthrough through all the maps that they released so far, starting with Heirschfelden, and right now I'm going to have to restart because I did a PC upgrade, and with that it reset everything that I had. So I do have experience and I've completed it, so we're just going to run through it, and as we go, once I've finished the story for each map, I will then move on to the next map. However, I'll still release videos on prior maps that I've finished the main story to do the kind of extra missions as well as just anything, explorations as I go through it. So let's jump right in. And yeah, we'll start with Heirschfelden.
Hi, I heard you'd finally arrived. Welcome to Central Europe. I'm Connie, the Wildhüter of Heirschfelden. Reserve Warden, that is. I'm here to make sure that your time here will be unforgettable. Heirschfelden is one of the oldest hunting reserves in Europe, and we host a diverse population of the most popular big game for all hunting tastes. It's also the most beautiful place on Earth. No, I'm not biased at all. Go ahead and have a look around. I can't wait for you to experience all the beauty of Heirschfelden's fields and forests. Why don't you see if you can find an animal track nearby?
Alright, let me change some settings because I do not like the reticle. As well, let's figure out what I have and set those right. Alright.
Running in the reserve is great. Just know that the animals will hear you running before you even come close. Stay low when you're stalking an animal to avoid being seen. If you want to get your bearings, there are lookout points spread out all over the reserve.
Oh, wait, you can switch using the wheel?
Getting some
That's new.
exercise, are we?
Maybe.
Just remember to take a breather before shooting anything. Quite a view, isn't it? From here, you can see a lot of great hunting opportunities in the nearby area. Rattenfeld is a favorite region for a lot of hunters. The fallow deer is such a classic animal to hunt. But we also get a lot of history buffs here. To the south lies the Hirschdorf Hügelgrab, a grave mound dating back to the Bronze Age. Be sure to stop by one of the outposts. They're essentially base camps. Careful, the underbrush can be a bit noisy this time of year.
Oh, it tells you distance now, without having to have any perks.
There, use your binoculars to get a closer look. Hunting roe deer? They're not the most difficult to hunt, but keep in mind their excellent senses of smell and hearing.
Waken lords and ladies gay, the mist has left the mountains gray. Springlets in the dawn are steaming, diamonds on the break are gleaming, and foresters have busy been to track the buck in thicket green. Now we come to chant our lay, waken lords and ladies gay. Sir Walter Scott.
Listen, did you hear that? Calls are really helpful when locating an animal. Cozy, right? Outposts are great for stocking up or just taking a break. Oh, you found a shed! I remember finding a big deer antler for the first time as a kid. It felt like I had dug up some real treasure. I still have it at home. If you want a neat challenge to pass the time when not hunting, many of the animals are shedding their antlers this time of year. They're still tricky to find, of course, but I guess that's why people like to collect them. Hi there. I've got a bit of an unusual question. I hope you don't mind. I think I mentioned Gerlinda, right? Well, here's the thing. She's writing a book about fallow deer. Her second one, actually. She's got a small obsession for fallow deer. Anyhow, she's missing some pictures for her book and was looking for someone to help out. It's a bit specific. I remember hearing that you're quite the photographer yourself, so I thought I'd pass along her offer. She's looking for her a picture of a fallow deer taken in Rattenfeld. She'll pay quite well for it, so it may be worth the effort. If you were looking to help out Gerlinda with that picture, you're in the right place. You're in Rattenfeld.
Alright, so I do have the DLCs for the AR, so I will be using that as my main gun for hunting instead of using the regular 270 Stradivarius, just because it gives me the extra boost that I need
Gerlinda is lovely,
to.
but here's a friendly tip. Don't ask her about fallow deer unless you mean it. She will not stop. It's beyond obsession at this point. On the other hand, there's no one better for hunting tips when it comes to fallows. Oh, and her venison stew is out of this world. Makes me hungry just thinking about it.
But yeah, so that way it's just easy for me to kind of get her going and show you what my overall layout for what I would have in the long run. Looks like I got everything else. But yeah, so I believe it is one of the most recent weapons pack that has the AR, as well as I think it's weapon pack 2 that has the 22 variant, which allows me to hunt smaller game such as rabbits and birds. Since you saw earlier, my shot with the shotgun is not as what it used to be. It has been a while since I have played, so I will jump into it and hopefully do better as the game goes on. And I already am changing my suit to this. I don't ask me why. I always had it as this, and I'll try to keep it the same as that. And yeah, we'll just keep it going. And I won't worry too much about customizing it until later on when I have a lot more money to spend. Uh, though I might take a look at it now. Yeah, I'll come back to that in a bit. So right now I need to take a picture of a fallow deer. I will also try to find as many of the extra points and read those off to you as I can. Most of those will also be done after I've completed the main story missions, just because there are, just as you can see, so many. As I play through it, I will find more of those as we go along. And then again, once I finish the story mission or the main story missions, I will come back to these maps and explore the whole map, get every lookout point, cabin, as many question marks as I can find, and do those as well as just showing you guys what they look like. I do apologize in advance because I am probably going to miss quite a few of my shots as I do not have the best scope and I am also not too good. So I will do my best and hopefully all my shots are clean and yeah, hopefully it is enjoyable. So I just upgraded my locate tracks in the skill tier or skill point in the stalker tier, which gives me the directional tracking cone becomes more accurate and narrow both in the world and on the map. And I'll show that out whenever there are tracks. I will pull those up. But it's just what I like. I don't really use the sense very often, and so using the lures in the sense very often, and so just having that cone narrow out has been better for me in the past. So I'll just keep using that. I will kind of explain all the skills and perks that I go into and why I go into them. But obviously, the choice is yours, and everyone has their own preference for what they would like to do.
Red deer are magnificent and quite vocal. Their senses aren't as good as the fallow deers, but they're much bigger and tougher to down, so be sure to use an appropriate caliber weapon, or just go for the heart.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one.